What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here today. Hope you are doing well, but it is the Pro Bowl. Excited to bring this one to you here today. I can't say it was by popular demand, but it did win the official vote on the Discord channel. 6 votes to 5 votes. So therefore, it is going to happen, and we are going to have it live for you now. Interesting point of note for those of you who are playing along at home, and why? I don't know why. Anyway, so you used to be able to run the Pro Bowl in the franchise mode, right? It would pick the teams like based on your sim season and like who would do really well and all of that kind of stuff. And then you could actually, you know, move it on that way. So this year they take that out. So it's no longer in franchise mode that you can use the, it looks like they've got fake coaches too. But anyway, it, that you can do it as part of the franchise. So you have to go back to quick play. So it's the actual Pro Bowl rosters, but it looks like it's literally everybody because I just saw 49ers helmets in that area as well. So here we go, whether you're ready for it or not. It is the 2024 Pro Bowl if they still actually played it as a game. Please enjoy here at Nagy on Sports. Brock Purdy apparently is QB1 here. Again, these apparently are the real Pro Bowl rosters, so I guess he made the Pro Bowl. But again, in the real Pro Bowl, he didn't play or wouldn't have played. McCaffrey also out there. Kittle also out there. Williams also out there. Juszczyk also out there. It's a whole bunch of 49ers. So there you go. Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. Go Browns. So we are also now back in exhibition mode, which means I have very little control of how quickly things get done. Stars look pretty cool. I can't X through things. We're going to have to watch every cut screen, and you'll remember very quickly why we went away from exhibition mode to do our regular season sims and why we went back to doing it in the franchise modes, because that little cut sequence between every play, you cannot skip through. Here's McCaffrey to the right side, and he'll run into a combination of TJ Watt and Roquan Smith, an AFC North sandwich on that tackle. But this part right here, you cannot. There's Miles next to Chris Jones. That would be fun. Chris Jones is a free agent. But yeah, like those don't even look like real coaches to me. And it's clearly not Peyton and Eli. Here's a 3rd and 11 now. Purdy. Good protection. Now it's going to break down. Ball's out. Max Crosby is still out. And it's going to be picked up by Crosby at the 10 to the 5. And it'll be tackled at the 4. So Max Crosby, Chris Jones combining on the strip sack. Picked up then. We'll see if this ball is out before he goes to the ground. It looks like it might be. It looks like it might be out. Then Crosby picks it up because it's just laying on the ground. Miles tries to go lead block for him. And now here's Lamar Jackson out on the field. It's going to be a 1st and goal from the 4 for the AFC. So again, those of you just joining me, welcome in. This is not part of our franchise. You are no longer able to play the Pro Bowl in the franchise. It just tells you what the rosters are and lets you skip to the Super Bowl. So we are in exhibition mode here, which is why all of these long cutscenes are not able to be skipped through, but I don't have any control over that. I apologize. So here's Lamar. He'll go to Mostert, trying the right side. Mostert will actually lose to Nick Bosa over there. We've seen a whole lot of 49ers, as you might imagine. It's all right, Bo. I don't blame you. I drug my feet as long as I could before having to do it. But I hope you're doing well. Here's Lamar under center. Creed Humphrey, also a Super Bowl participant. Looks like he got Batonio and missed him in the end zone. Had Batonio and Njoku on the line as well. Tried to go over the middle to is it Drake London? Who is that? Oh, it was the other team. Well, 3rd and goal. Yeah, you're right, Dwayne. I do remember that. That was a lot of fun. Lamar's just going to step up into the end zone. What a tackle in the open field by Fred Warner. And Warner does what he does real well, which is stop the ball carrier from getting into the end zone. And on a 4th and inches now from the 1, I thought Lamar was in for sure. Again, these cutscenes I cannot skip through in any capacity, but it looks like the coach is talking up Justin Tucker, and then he fakes it and doesn't put Tucker in the game. Now spread him 5 wide. Blitz coming. Lamar, right side. Touchdown. Travis Kelce. AFC scores first. Again, there's Mari Cooper. From the 4-yard line, they had a 1st and goal after the Max Crosby strip sack. And Lamar Jackson gives the AFC their first points of the game. And again, I cannot skip through on any of those replays. We are in exhibition mode now. It's the only available way to do that, which is why I made them 12-minute quarters instead of 15-minute quarters. But still, and the other reason is that all of the guys who are in the Super Bowl are in the Pro Bowl. So they legitimately took the exact Pro Bowl rosters, which of course includes a bunch of Chiefs and 49ers. And again, this is the part I cannot skip through, friends. I wish that I could, but I cannot skip through. Njoku on the kick team there. You saw Jamar Chase, Patrick Queen. There's Shaheed deep in the end zone here. 9:36 to go. We've made it a whole walloping 2.5 minutes of football here. Tucker will boot this one away. And Shaheed will take a knee. Okay, appreciate everybody being on. It is the 2023 season, especially the 2024 Pro Bowl, I guess, but the 2023 season. We still play it here, live on Nagy on Sports, simming it the way that only we can with our live original commentary. Again, we apologize for these long cut sequences in the middle. They cannot be skipped when you are in exhibition mode, which is what we are in right now. I suppose the other alternative is to go coach mode. And maybe I would be able to skip through them or not. Here's McCaffrey left side. And McCaffrey will have near a first down. Actually, they'll give him the first down. In fact, I might do that. Forgive me my sins, Father. I'm going to coach mode because I can't take these cut scenes anymore. We'll be here for 3 hours at this juncture to wait for the play to end. Max Crosby in the zone already. Purdy, swing it right side. He's got his tight end Kittle, and tackled right away by Sauce Gardner. There we go. So we'll just look at it like this. But we haven't cut anybody yet, I don't think officially. It's a little bit too early in the off season for that. There's probably a list of like reserve players, aka practice squad guys that we kept, but I don't think anybody has been cut yet. We know who the free agents are, and none of them have obviously been re-signed yet. As Pat Surtain gets in there and knocks that one away from CeeDee Lamb, and a 4th and 1 upcoming. It looks like they will punt. So I don't think that any cuts have been made. Obviously, we had the coaching staff changes that were announced for real today. Is this one over the head of KJ Hamler, maybe? Couldn't tell who that was. Cortland Sutton, perhaps? So here we go. Oh, I forgot. Okay, go away. Oh, boy. Why can't I change the camera? Are you kidding me right now? Terrible pass from Lamar. I promise that wasn't me. Let me see if I can. There we go. Sorry, I just got myself in a weird little spot there. Here's Mostert left side. Got the corner nearing a first down. Spin move, and he got the first down past the 30. The 33-yard line, Raheem Mostert. Yeah, I know they were today, too. I was at work and didn't watch it. Again, I don't think you're going to learn much. I know Stefanski started it by saying it's February 5th. We haven't talked about play calls yet. We're not going to announce anything today, which, of course, everybody is what really wanted to know as Mostert goes up the middle. But Dorsey sounds like he's excited to be here. Sounds like it was a very thorough interview process. He said it was like getting a root canal, which how thorough the interview process was. We haven't really been on in a week and a half, as Lamar's going to get sacked there by Aaron Donald. They'll talk about some of the Albert Breer stuff when he was talking about basically like pro New England, trying to talk them into, aren't you excited to have Alex Van Pelt? And he kind of talked about how the decision didn't come from Stefanski, but came from Haslam and to Podesta. What a catch, Tyreek Hill! A bomb to the 5. Lamar Jackson to Tyreek Hill, first and goal. That was a rocket shot down the left side. Hit as he threw. That was a beautiful throw from Lamar, who got a first and goal. So I heard them for the first time today, and they're interesting. You know, why would you fire your offensive coordinator a year after you won 11 games with 5 quarterbacks and all these other things? And basically, he's sort of the fall guy for Watson not developing fast enough, is what Breer was talking about. Again, to these Patriot-heavy fans, Lamar will take off and get down to the 1. But then, yeah, basically saying that like he's the glue guy and the staff's super pissed to be losing him, and they're mad because Haslam and Depot pushed him out or whatever. So it's just kind of interesting. Mostert, I think he's short. He's going to be short, 4th and goal. We're absolutely going to go for it. It's the Pro Bowl, for Pete's sake. Hey, Don, welcome in. All right, see you, Bo. Take care, buddy. So, yeah, those are the ones that are a little bit more interesting. Mostert left side. He got in. Touchdown. And he'll do a little dance. Mostert into the end zone. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy and Nagy on Sports here. We are in coach mode because it's the only way to get through the cutscenes fast here, as we are running the Pro Bowl this year out of exhibition mode. It is no longer built into the franchise, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. At least it gives us an option. And we have to watch all of the kick things here with an all-22 look at it. Brock Purdy back out onto the field here in the Pro Bowl. Purdy will give to McCaffrey. He'll try the right side, or the left side rather, and Myles Garrett with a huge TFL for a loss of 3. Justin Simmons also got up there, but Myles did the dirty work now. 2nd and 13, clock running down. Again, we're only going to play 12-minute quarters here, and part of that's just because of those cutscenes, which I was able to get out of because of coach mode, but we also, of course, have those limitations of coach mode as well. 3rd and 8. Brock Purdy is in the game. Again, unlike the real Pro Bowls of old, anybody can be on the Pro Bowl roster. They took the actual Pro Bowl rosters. As a nice throw, Puka Nacua. 2 men running a very similar post pattern, but Nacua for 22 and a first down for the NFC. On to 3rd and long. Nice throw there by Purdy. So you'll see Chiefs out there, and you will see 49ers out there as well. Of course, Kit and I will have our Super Bowl sim for you later this week, the official Super Bowl sim at Nagy on Sports. Up the middle is McCaffrey, and he'll get into the backfield, and he's tackled by Jalen Ramsey and Sauce Gardner in the defensive backfield. First down, pushing towards the end of this first quarter. I appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. You guys have hung with us here through. I've had a very, very busy. I'm trying to finish up a master's degree, and I went back to work, and coaching season's getting ready to start. So Kit's also in a little bit of a life transition as well. So I know that we're both very busy, but appreciate the faithful followers, and we will be getting ready to start our Browns moving into the future sim here really shortly, as soon as the Super Bowl ends, which is always one of the most fun seasons of the sim, in my personal opinion. And make sure you join us on the Discord channel. Use the invite link in the description of this video so you can help us make some of those tough off-season choices, like to try to re-sign, restructure Amari Cooper, or to let him go. For instance, do you try to bring Zadarius Smith back, or do you find another Myles Garrett alternative? And a touchdown to A.J. Brown. Gets the NFC on the board here in the dying embers of the first quarter. Hey, thanks, Dwayne. I've been putting it off for a long time. When I first got into teaching in the state of Ohio, it was required that after 5 years you had to have started or gotten your master's, but then we had an anti-public education governor, and he got rid of that rule to try to let more yeah, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, he got rid of the rule. It wasn't required to do that anymore, so you always could have the option. But yeah, this is my 15th year of teaching now, so I finally found a program doing one of those online, kind of go as fast as it will let me go. And so when I was off work for a couple months getting my recovering from my surgery, I was able to basically plow through most of it. So I'm just kind of finishing up the capstone right now, and then I'll be finished with that. But it is a pay bump for sure, which is not something you want to shake a stick at, certainly. Jesse Bates, I forgot about Jesse Bates in Atlanta making the tackle. Can't say I watched a lot of NFC South ball this year. Here's Lamar. He'll float it right side. Just missed. I think it was sort of between Cooper and Keenan Allen. Charvarius Ward was over there in that vicinity, and now A.J. Cole to punt this one away. Again, we are in coach mode, which is why all the kicking sequences look like the all-22 here. Nice tackle by Jalen Ramsey. Denzel Ward down there as well. End of the first quarter, 14-7. AFC has the lead on Raheem Mostert touchdown and a Lamar Jackson to Travis Kelce touchdown pass. Now, the other thing about this is that the NFC will not... Well, let me see if I have the ability to change before I declare anything. Say the NFC. Watch out, McCaffrey, right side. He could go. 40, 30, Simmons. Look at Miles chasing him all the way down, and he tackles him, but he's right at the goal line. Touchdown, Christian McCaffrey. A house call. What is this shot? What are we looking at? A massive run of 75 yards as he broke T.J. Watt's tackle and went all the way to the house. Look at Miles chasing him all the way down and does make the tackle. Well, there's the whiff. Kyle Hamilton also in there and whiffed as well. A huge run and a big touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. Sets up 14-14 here now in the first play. 72 yards, rather. The first play of the game. What I was trying to say is that I will have to go check to see if I can log in to the other team, because otherwise we're stuck with those starters. Oh, it's Mims. Mims is the kick returner. Marvin Mims Jr. Lamar back out of the field. Don, I coach men's volleyball here in the Central Ohio region. I'm the varsity coach, so we've been gearing up. Our tryouts here in a couple of weeks, and then the season runs from like mid-March through May. So it's a really tightly packed season, which means you got to make a lot of decisions early because it can get a little cray-cray in season. Boys volleyball is the fastest growing sport, has been the fastest growing sport in America for a while, and it like 20 times more growth than any other boys sport over like a 5-year period, which is really fun to see. It just became an official Ohio High School Athletic Association sport last year, and more states are adding it every year. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. It's a great sport. That was my varsity sport in high school, so that's where I am able to give back as Lamar goes incomplete on that one. But all that being said, I don't know if I can log in and change any of the NFC starters or not. We'll find out here in a minute. I'll swap out some of the skill guys for the AFC, maybe after the next drive. Oh, ball's out! Who got it? Oh, Julian Love fell on it. I thought Minka was right there to pick it up. But it is going to be the NFC's football here. And Brock Purdy climbs under his center. Jason Kelsey, now retired Jason Kelsey. Maybe more famous for drinking beer and picking up people and bringing them into the Taylor Swift box. Good tackle in the open space there. Simmons was there as well as Roquan Smith. First catch of the day for CeeDee Lamb. But for Brock Purdy, it would be fun to throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Purdy again, right side, caught quickly by A.J. Brown, and he'll be thrown to the round. His third catch of the day. He has one of the touchdowns. Sauce Gardner over there, that green helmet, tackling a green helmet. Purdy under the center. Pressure coming. He'll flow left side. He's got Kittle as tight end in real life, and Roquan Smith right on him. Makes the tackle immediately after the catch. 2nd and 1. For the NFC now, just across midfield here at the 2023 Pro Bowl. Nagy on sports style again. If it looks weird, it's because we are in exhibition mode, not franchise mode, because the cutscenes are just interminably long, and they took the Pro Bowl out of franchise mode. You can no longer play the Pro Bowl in franchise mode. Nice throw to the left side, by the way, there to Christian McCaffrey. Sets up a 1st and 10 now into the red zone. Here's Purdy. Primed for an opportunity to win the Super Bowl. Fires it over the middle. Can you imagine if they actually made the guys play at the game and then like, hey, the Super Bowl is the next week? That'd be so funny. I didn't watch a single element. Touchdown, Kittle! A 49er connection. I didn't watch a single Pro Bowl activity. And we had what? 6 Browns or something there, 7 Browns or something. I didn't watch a single moment of it. Call me a bad fan, or just a busy person. All right, we'll get one more drive with Lamar here, and then we will at least swap him and a couple of the skill positions out on the AFC side, which we have the ability to do. NFC, again, I'll have to check and see if it lets me control both of those or not. Lamar back out onto the field. Both safeties run way up. I can't even read that. Quick little RPO. Mostert, and he'll be stuck at the line. Tried to stretch it, and now an injury timeout. Laramie Tunsil. Well, there's one way to get another guy in the game. Hey, Felgren, welcome in. Go Browns. Injury timeout brings in incomplete pass. Now 3rd and 9. Jackson, 3 of 9. Oh, he should return soon. We're going to keep Deion Dawkins in the game though now. Third and 9 for Lamar on his final drive of the game. Right side. He had Cooper wide open. Just a terrible pass. Lamar not very good. And so now we're going to go ahead and put Mahomes in the game. Oops. Put Mahomes in the game. Put Derrick Henry in the game. So 2 upgrades so far. Alec Ingold can stay. Yeah, that's fine. I guess we don't have any other. This must be the long snapper, Ross Matisik. He's already hurt. We'll leave the O-line in for now. D-line we'll leave in. I don't know if there are more than one set of starters. Yeah. I guess we can swap a couple of them like this. Minka. Miles Killebrew made this Pro Bowl? He must be the special teamer. Anyway, there we made some substitutions. Tradefly, welcome in. No, not the way that we do it here on Madden. On our official Nagy on Sports Sim, the only difference is that the actual guys who are playing in the Super Bowl apparently are allowed to play in the game, and it's not in our franchise mode, so those are the actual Pro Bowl rosters. Yes, Don. So the girls play volleyball in the fall, and then the boys play in the spring because the gyms are booked with basketball during the winter. So even like the beginning of our season, the practice times are still TBD because if our boys or our girls basketball team or both are still in the playoffs, then they get the after school time and we would go later. Appreciate you being on, Tradefly. Here's a play action now. Purdy zipping it left side wide open. He's got Brown. Kyle Hamilton was the closest one to him. Not sure what that defense was. I'm the one who called it, so I guess I should know what the defense was. But a big first down, and they're inside the red zone again with a 7-point lead. Oh, wide open again. Touchdown, CeeDee Lamb. I have to be careful to look and see whose guy I'm on, because on defense they won't, unlike offense in coach mode where it'll just do stuff for you, on defense, if you don't pick a D lineman, they just stand there. And I think I might have actually had a cornerback selected on that side, which is why nobody covered CeeDee Lamb. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting if somebody tried to make like a flag football game or like a flag football element to a game, I guess. I don't know. All right, Mahomes into the game, 6-12. He's down 14 again. The fact that any of the Super Bowl players are in, he had a wide open Tyreek Hill, which you know he ain't getting caught. And he missed him. The old school connection. Mahomes to Hill. Mostert back into the game. He'll try the left side. Just subbed him out. Maybe he's still the third down back, and I missed that part. Anyway, he's going to go nowhere. Yeah, it might be the third down back here. In this very limited playbook here. I'll change that part when I change the offensive lineman. Blitz coming. Mahomes, he's going to get drilled by Bobby Wagner. Yeah, Wagner had a pretty decent season last year when he went to L.A., but he came back to Seattle and was like just as dominant as when he left. He really seems to thrive in that system, and now a nice piece for Mike McDonald, not Mike McDaniel, Mike McDonald, the new Seattle coach, the former defensive coordinator of the Michigan Wolverines and Baltimore Ravens. Well, Purdy with an opportunity to blow this thing wide open. Here we go. Let me just make sure I get on a defensive lineman because they at least will try to do things. That one was way overthrown, but in the direction again of A.J. Brown. So I got to remember to be on a D lineman. So at least he engaged his block. He didn't just stand there and do nothing. Hamilton comes up to make the tackle. Let's see if the AFC can get off the field. Bring a little middle linebacker blitz, perhaps. Purdy in the shotgun. Blitz coming. They pick it up. Fired over the middle. Caught. Puka Nacua. And dragged to the ground by Denzel Ward. But Puka Nacua, who had a crazy game, or a season rather, as a rookie. Get that one. Somewhat, yeah. I know we have at least one kid. He played volleyball for me last year. Who's on the basketball team. Another one who might be trying to be recruited by his friends to come play from the basketball team. I would say we cross over mostly with soccer and actually football. We've got probably 5 or 6 football kids who are like wide receivers who are just really athletic and springy and then come play volleyball to kind of stay in shape and stay jumping and attacking and hand-eye coordination. So, yeah, it's fun. It's a great sport. But yes, it's definitely a gym issue rather than like a personnel issue for the most part. McCaffrey this time will be stuck at the line, and the AFC defense will get off the field. Just for funsies, I'll call timeout. Whichever these fake coaches are, they're certainly not Peyton and Eli. I know that. Forcing a punt here. And this one's going to be out of bounds at the 1. What a punt. Talk about a Pro Bowl punt. And this is going to have to just be Derrick Henry trying to get a couple of yards here, following Alec Ingold, the fullback. Derrick Henry bullying his way for 6, his first touch of the day. Here we go, hurry up. And Derrick Henry again into the line, and now it sets up a 3rd and makeable. And hand it off to the fullback, Alec Ingold, first down. And that will get them there pretty quickly. And now here we go, fast. Hopefully. Mahomes gets to play in the Super Bowl and in the Pro Bowl. He'll go across the middle. Amari Cooper, his first touch for 3 yards. Put this thing into no huddle. Mahomes, back to pass. Good protection. He'll zing it right side. Caught by Kelsey, and then Kelsey does not get out of bounds. Okay. No huddle. Quickly the next way. Just a 3-second runoff that time. Back to pass. Mahomes again. Fire left side. Incomplete. Trying to get a Keenan Allen who was coming back to the football. Deron Bland, who had a great season for the Cowboys, of course. 2nd and 10. Buck 39. They've got 2 timeouts left. Back to pass. He'll throw it right side. Caught by Chase. First down, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And they'll keep going. Mahomes again. Play action. Whoop. Or a handoff to Mostert for reasons unknown. We'll take a 2nd timeout. Give a different formation here. There we go. Mahomes in a shotgun. Appreciate everybody being on. Sorry that I'm in coach mode, which does mean you get to see me call the plays. Oh, this one's going to be jumped and picked. Buda Baker. And Mahomes is intercepted in the NFC. Shuts down the 2-minute drive. So I call the plays, and then I have to snap it, and then they run it from there. We've had some issues with that in the past with very statuesque quarterbacks. And we usually never run it on the defensive side, too, but the cutscenes in exhibition mode are just so interminably long. We opted to do it this time this way. Appreciate you being on. Again, we are in exhibition mode officially. It would not let you play the Pro Bowl in the franchise mode anymore, which seems pretty wild to me, but it is what it is. .46 seconds remaining. Looks like they called their timeout. Go left side. Nice play there by Denzel, swatting that thing out of there. Incomplete. CeeDee Lamb was the receiver in coverage. Williams rushing. That's who I'm controlling. Throw to the right side and caught at the sticks. Jalen Ramsey was over there. And they'll call timeout. They're 2nd. 2023 Pro Bowl here at Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. If you haven't had a chance to sub the channel, I promise the real product is a little bit more exciting than the Pro Bowl here. We'll be simming the Super Bowl later this week. End zone touchdown! Kyle Hamilton 1v1 with Puka Nacua. And that is into the end zone for an NFC touchdown. Now 35-14 with this kick pending. Whew. 29 seconds remaining here for the AFC. We'll see what they can do. Mims going to take this one out of the end zone. He'll try the left side, and he'll get stuck right away. Jalen Johnson from the Chicago Bears. Now 26 seconds left. Mahomes with 1 timeout. Can they get into field goal range, perhaps? Or he'll just take a sack, and he actually fumbles, and then it's picked up by the NFC. Tripped up by Micah Parsons, and he's at the 4-yard line. We've now had 2 strip sacks, one either way, that lead to a 1st and goal from the 4 on the next play. Oh, my. This thing could get worse than it is right now. Back in the end zone, out of bounds. Brock Purdy incomplete on that one. Left side throw, caught for a touchdown. Mike Evans, speaking of free agents who the Browns might have some interest in, assuming he doesn't get re-signed or franchised. Somebody who's been potentially linked to the Browns is Mike Evans, because everybody knows Browns need another receiver. Well, 2 plays later, they're going to get the football right back here. 42-14, the NFC has been pouring it on here in this one. Mims up the middle. That's cool, Don. Yeah, it's a really fun sport. And you can play it till you're decently old, which is kind of fun, too. All right, last play of the game, a little Hail Mary here. Mahomes chucking it deep. Got him. No, a man down there. Tyreek was down there, and he just couldn't get it to him. Maybe if his bazooka was activated, he could get it to him. All right, well, 42-14. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that at all. So let's see where we're at here. First of all, let's see if I can switch sides. That's the first thing. Wait, controller select. That might have been it. Hey, there we go. Now we'll switch to the other side and give the NFC the deficit of me having to call the plays for them. Whoops. Whoops. I swear I played the game before. Maybe I didn't select it. Okay, try this one more time. Controller select. Oh yeah. Oh, it won't take effect till the end of the play. I gotcha. Now we get to watch the cutscene. And now I'm on defense. Okay, now I'm going to make my second stop to the depth chart here. Brock Purdy will go out and Dak Prescott will come in. DeAndre Swift, Kyron Williams in there as well. And yeah, we'll do it like that. Get those two guys up there. I think it might just be one, like a couple, just like one backup at each position. Put Aiden Hutchinson in over Montez Sweat, though. Micah Parsons in. Javon Hargrave. So, all right, let's get this thing popping. Again, sorry we have to be in coach mode, otherwise it gets interminably long, but I will switch at halftime here since clearly it's an advantage to be on the non-coach mode side. Oof, blown up in the backfield, though, this time. Micah Parsons read that play. Big loss of 3 that time. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports joining here today with our official Pro Bowl sim. The sim that you didn't know you needed to see. But appreciate everybody being option keeper. Here comes Mahomes. He'll pick up 11 to set up a 3rd and 1. And he's hurt. Perfect. Still in the game, though. Derrick Henry, the running back. And somebody moved. False start penalty.
False start.
On the offense. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Mahomes. He's back to pass. And now he'll step up, chuck it deep. Left side, got him in! Jamar Chase, but it's knocked away by Deron Bland. This second-year player, Deron Bland, has been absolutely sensational this season. Again, we're setting an NFL record for pick sixes on that Cowboy defense. And so now, a punt down to the 3, and A.J. Cole puts that thing into the end zone. 42-14 is the lead for the NFC. And it's our opportunity to see Dak Prescott take some snaps now. Again, we are in coach mode, so I can't do anything except snap the football and call the play. But it does have its downfalls, like that time he was about to get sacked. Of course, he didn't throw it away, though, which is at least nice. We were begging for that for years with Baker Mayfield in previous seasons of the game and of the Browns. Prescott firing left side, incomplete. 0 for 2 to start the half for Dak. Yeah, oh yeah. The women play the game at a very high level. Dak gonna go deep, left side. Man down there, and it's knocked away. Kyle Hamilton probably should have been picked. No dice. So there you can see the downfall of having to be the offense when you play coach mode, which is why, although it took some things into our control, like run the darn ball, Kevin, it was not a great long-term solution for Kit and I. Which is why we were in franchise mode in the first place. But again, no Pro Bowl available in franchise mode. So here we are in coach mode and in our exhibition mode. First down there. Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. We know what that one looks like. He'll go down the left side. He's got his man. It's Hill again, and he drops it in the bucket. Feels pretty natural. Mahomes to Hill. We'll see how it looks without him. Again here in the Super Bowl next week. Here comes Mostert. He'll try the middle, and he'll be thrown to the ground. Bobby Wagner once again. Again, if you don't control a defensive lineman, then the defending player just stands there. At least the defensive line will initiate pressure up the middle, and Nick Bosa gets home. First sack for him today. Go Bucks. Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Go Browns forever. Right now our Browns are struggling. And guess what? It's a screen pass, and it still stinks. Even in exhibition mode as Aaron Donald gets home. See, that time I was technically, my controller was on Aaron Donald, but I didn't actually do anything. So coach mode on defense, if you're controlling a defensive lineman, works pretty well. Otherwise, not so much. Tucker with a long field goal kick, and it's up and it's good. Now 42-17 is the score. AFC at least got some points, I guess. That's something. That is a something. Appreciate everybody being on again. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers for being on with us. Oh, Shaheed fakes it, and now he's going to take it out for the left side, and he'll get out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. I think he fooled anybody. Here comes Dak out onto the field. Dak is back. He'll be under center. Play action. Miles coming, and Miles getting him. He'll have to share it with Max Crosby, but that one was all Miles. Just absolutely pistol whipping Trent Williams. Best left tackle in the game. He bullied Trent Williams in the real Browns 49ers game too. Pressure again. Uh-oh, out of the end zone. Picked up. And it's going to be a safety. 2 points for the AFC. And again, now you're starting to see. Actually, it must not be. It must be 2 points. Must have been picked up there. You can see Jason Kelsey jumps on it because otherwise it would have been a touchdown. So you're seeing coach mode being beautifully terrible for both teams that are on offense, which is why I switched at halftime to try to make it a little bit more fair for all of you who care about the fairness of your Pro Bowl. Again, Kit and I will have the official Super Bowl sim coming up later this week. Make sure you stay tuned. I will announce in advance when that's going to happen. I will make a video actually announcing when that will happen. You do not have to be on the Discord to find out for that. As we try to get a bunch of people on for our Super Bowl sim, it is Travis Kelce right there in his Fighting Taylor Swifts versus the NorCal Kings. Kyle Shanahan in his flat-billed hat. And his Mr. Irrelevant quarterback, first down to Jamar Chase on the right side. Should be a good Super Bowl. I hope it is at least. And then again, the channel gets the most fun right after the real season ends when Kit and I play virtual Andrew Barry. We build this team into the future and we start simming what next season might look like. Again, all of the opponents are accurate. Throw right side and it's caught open by Jamar Chase, and he's got a first down inside the red zone. And here come the AFC driving on down the field. But that'll be the most fun, so make sure you get ready to check that out if you haven't yet subscribed and you want to see what some of these teams can look like. We'll find out where Caleb Williams goes. We'll find out if the Bears do in fact take him or if they go Justin Fields. Of course, now Cliff Kingsbury hired to be the offensive coordinator in Washington, which has the number 2 pick. So if he ends up there, then there's that natural connection. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like the Bears could go either way on whether or not they want to keep Justin Fields or get a king's ransom for that number 1 pick and ride it out with them again. They need offensive line help. I mean, I think Caleb Williams behind the offensive line is going to be the same amount of roughed up that Justin Fields was, for instance. So, again, those will all be things that Kit and I decide with your help, of course, on the channel to answer those kinds of questions. Then we'll do a mock off season and we'll do a mock draft, and I'll make a video for that. Not a mock draft. I'll do a real draft where we pick teams for those, including the Browns draft, of course. And then we will jump right into the 2024 season, sim-wise, the way that only we can do here at pnagsports. All right, let's see what we can do here now. We've done nothing but be bad since I started calling plays for you. This one, he'll sling it, but then dropped. Christian McCaffrey had it in his hands, but then it was knocked out of there. Swift, DeAndre Swift's first carry of the day. He's got a nice game for a first down. He'll be a free agent. I saw a "Does DeAndre Swift make sense for the Browns" article earlier as well. Someone simmed the playoff 32 times for this year, and the Browns didn't make it out of the second round once. Did they actually win a couple of times, though? Did they actually beat the Texans, or are you saying they lost to the Texans 32 out of 32 times? Does that mean they didn't get to the second round or didn't make it out of the second round? 32 times. I mean, again, even with as good as he was, Madden, there was the disrespect for Joe Flacco. Like, he was like a 68 rating. So, yeah, on Madden, Joe Flacco was going to be bad pretty much any time. We told you that. I had to buff him a lot just to make sure he was functional. Just to make sure he was better than DTR. And a skinny post, incomplete. So Dak really struggling here. Oh, fake. Julian Love, and he dropped it. He was wide open, and he dropped it. I dialed up the fake punt perfectly. No dice. But that is crazy, Don. We have known for a while that Madden doesn't like the Browns. That feels like a little bit more empirical proof to me. Under 2 minutes to play here, third quarter. Again, I am in coach mode. I switched at halftime. It was 42-14, and now it's been all AFC here in this second half. Broken tackle by Mostert, and then he'll run into Ward and Warner, a couple of 49er defenders in this one. Third and inches. Derrick Henry. Nice run to the left side. Wagner and Jesse Bates get home. Clock runs under a minute. Was it a big enough lead in the coach mode for the NFC? Or will they get victimized by coach mode? Fancy footwork for Mostert, and he almost stretches through. That would have been into the end zone. As it is, it's first and goal from the 5 here for the defense, or excuse me, for the AFC. Pressure right up the middle in his face, and they're going to say that ball is incomplete, but the clock is running, so was it a fumble or what? Regardless, that's the end of the third quarter. Sure looked like an incompletion to me, but the clock ticked all the way down to 0. 42-27 here. We've made it to the fourth quarter. Again, I appreciate your patience and being on with me here, dealing with coach mode, which has its limitations as we are in exhibition mode because the Pro Bowl has been removed from franchise mode. You can no longer play the Pro Bowl in franchise mode, which seems pretty crazy to me, but you cannot. The rosters would have been different because it would have been based on who did well in the Sims. We only force win. We can't... about half the time they beat the Texans, and then they never beat the Ravens after that, huh? The Ravens or the Bills or the Chiefs. Depending on what other things happen. Touchdown, and it's Kelsey. His second of the day. Mahomes to Kelsey. And don't call it a comeback here, but it is 20 unanswered points for the AFC here to start the second half. Again, we had a couple of touchdowns, a field goal, a safety, a 2-point conversion in there. But they've got themselves 20 points. At this point, I just need to throw this thing in true clock mode and hand the ball off. Because Swift's doing well. Left side. Oh, couldn't quite break the tackle of Roquan Smith. Plus, we also know that Madden really never got, this is an overthrow, an open receiver. Madden really fully never embraced the dominance of the Browns defense either. So, yes, like I said, Flacco was very poorly rated by Madden, even after he did have some success. And, oop, I hit the wrong button. I guess we're going for it. Oh, it's a fumble. What was that? Dak! Whoops. That was not what it was intended to happen at all. Run up the middle. Blitz coming, and they get to Mahomes again. Hassan Reddick getting home that time. I tried to call a run, and I think it was the RPO, and he threw it 4 yards behind the receiver and out of bounds. So it's technically a backwards pass and a fumble. Mahomes caught. Tyreek Hill, he's been good. Up for potentially MVP in this one, especially if they bring it all the way back. Pressure again, and they're able to get him for a little run blitz stop. So yes, I'm not surprised about that. We have known that the Madden dislike for Cleveland is real. It felt like it went back to Baker. Miles got nerfed hard after his helmet incident. Sean got nerfed hard after his off-the-field stuff. Flacco never got buffed appropriately. Their defense never got buffed appropriately. So yes, we've definitely had our fair share of issue. And caught for a touchdown, Jamar Chase. And the AFC is going to hit a little bit of the gritty. And they're going to go for 2 to tie it up right here with 8:06 to go. We're going to have a game. Pressure, left side, caught by Chase. All right, so with 8:06, it's a tie game, and I cannot help but think that the fact that I'm calling plays is a big part of it. So we're going to go out of coach mode, which means, yes, I can't skip through these cutscenes. That's why I got into coach mode in the first place. We're just going to have to sit here and grind through these last 8 minutes and 6 seconds. But it's a tie game, so at least it'll take my human element, in this particular case, in a negative way, out of the game. 42-42. The way the Pro Bowl should be played, with no defense. Tucker boots this one into the air. And Shaheed won't do anything with it. Dak still in the game. Matt Stafford is the emergency backup here. We don't see him unless it comes to that at this point. Oh, I hate this. I can't do anything. I can't X through it. I can't X out. I can't do anything during those cut sequences. It's brutal. All right, 42-42. Momentum to the AFC's way. Here's throw to Puka Nacua. The quarterbacks are way more decisive and accurate, not in coach mode too. But again, we have to watch this cut sequence every time. Good look at Micah Parsons on the sideline a little. 7:35 and counting. Kelsey snap it back. Dak. Flip it. Ooh, picked off! He threw it right to Roquan Smith. And they are already in field goal range. So Dak, you never go full Dak here, but he has gone full Dak in this second half. Now look at that. He just threw it right to him. How could you not have seen that Roquan Smith? He just stood there. Threw it right at him. So Mahomes out onto the field. They've got themselves with a tie ball game and a chance to take the lead here. 2 turnovers apiece now in this game. 7:27 to go in this Pro Bowl. Blitz coming. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Ball bounced up in the air. Like Javon Hargrave got in there. I should play guess the player by that. It's Christian McCaffrey. I don't know who that is. We don't know who that is. The fake random coaches. Certainly not Peyton and Eli. Play action, Mahomes. He'll roll to the right now. He'll float it over the middle. I think he tried to go to the Chief, but the Chief was stuck on Fred Warner. Although he should have been a holding call. Here comes a 3rd and 10. After a nice long shot of both teams' huddles. Oh, please. I can't handle it. That's why we got out of using exhibition mode for all of our sins, by the way. Left side throw, wide open! Kelsey into the end zone, his 3rd touchdown of the day. And that might put him in the MVP conversation as well, as he rolled to the right. And look at this, he just stopped running. Jesse Bates right there, number 3, and Buda Baker. Both of them, I think, wearing number 3, and neither of them got home. Neither safety that wears number 3 got home. And again, I cannot X out of any of these things, so we get this beautiful long-distance camera shot, courtesy of Madden. That took less than a minute. 8:09 is when they got the ball back. And in fact, it took them 12 seconds to score the game-leading touchdown. So now Dak, can he bring them back? The very, very, very first season of Nagy on Sports, we had to do everything in exhibition mode like this. And I couldn't skip through them, and it was so interminably long that I tried to do like mock commercials during the gaps and like sell ads to people. And this channel just hadn't quite caught on yet. So I shouted out different people, but the commercials never hit home. But then when we were able to do it out of franchise and skip through them, oh, it was glorious. Still waiting for you to finish huddling, Dak. What are you possibly talking about? Down by 7 with 7:11 to go. Prescott, zip it. Found his man, Kittle to the 50, to the 45. Hamilton throws him to the ground all the way to the 33-yard line on the other side of the field. That was a big strike to Kittle, as both tight ends in the Super Bowl, Kelsey and Kittle, having good games here in the Pro Bowl. That time he beat Roquan Smith, who is not quite as good at pass coverage as he is in the run game. Here's a look, fake the handoff to McCaffrey. Now he'll throw it over the middle, got CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboy connection is in full effect, and now they're quickly first down and 10 from the 11-yard line. And again, we watch the cut sequences. Dak gets the snap from Kelsey. He'll throw it left side. Income actually almost picked again by Roquan Smith. Should have had his second interception of the fourth quarter, and it's 2nd and 10. And another huddle. There's Amari. Miles talking to Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack, he's a free agent. You want Khalil Mack as your opposite pass rusher? Do you want Zadarius Smith back? Who do you like? McCaffrey. He'll try the middle. And not much to go. 3rd and 10. Dak, good protection against the 3-man rush. Now he'll take off to the 10 to the 5. Why is he sliding? So here's the list of DNs that's on Spot Track. These are unrestricted free agents. Who do you like to be your opposite of Miles Fellow here on 4th and 4? We'll find out what happens after the play. Dak, now he'll roll. Now he will try to throw it, and it's incomplete. Miles does his job, and with 4:45, it's a turnover on downs. Leonard Williams, formerly of the Giants, he played the rest of this year on the Seahawks. Daniil Hunter from Minnesota, Carl Lawson from the Jets, Randy Gregory from the 49ers, Marcus Davenport from the Vikings, Romeo Okwara, Zadarius Smith, Yannick Ngakoue, Chase Young, Danico Autry over the middle, caught by Chase. Leonard Floyd, Calais Campbell, Charles Harris, Josh Allen from the Jaguars, Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham. Supposed to give more Sim Pickens, Bud Dupree, Dante Fowler, Cleveland Chason. Brian Burns is a free agent from Carolina. That would be fun. Clowney again. And Mahomes running for his life. Cleveland Farrell, Solomon Thomas, Tyquan Lewis, Vitor Gross Matos. So a lot of guys out there. Just depends on how much are they going to be willing to come here for, and what sort of cap heroics can Andrew Berry do to get it to happen. Here comes Mostert. He's got 20 carries for 91 yards here, but now it's 3rd and 5. They are in a long field goal range. There's Dak. So a turnover would be great. Oh, can't stand them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they happen like that. 3:09 on the clock. Mahomes now. Firing it. 1st down. Still not in field goal range. So they got to try to get off the field and stop them, because now time is their biggest factor. Mahomes to Kelsey in the Pro Bowl. Kind of found a little soft spot in the zone there. 2.5 to play. One more play before the 2-minute warning is all that we need, as they are in full chew clock. RPO right side. Throw it to Chase. And he'll be thrown to the ground. 2nd and 7. In this one. Appreciate you being on, guys. This was fun. Despite the game, sorry about some of the limitations that we had to deal with there in the middle of it. But now we are on to the Super Bowl, and then on to our Sim 2024 season. Oh, that is cool, Don. Motion coming, Tyreek Hill. They'll fake it to him, and they'll give it to Derrick Henry. And now a 3rd and 4. The NFC calls their first time out. Well, here's the game. If they get a 1st down here, that will be all she wrote for the American Football Conference. Slow pan. Okay. Three-step drop, Mahomes for the win. Kelsey, but he's taken down by Bland, a yard short. Oh my, on 4th and 1, do you go for it to seal the game or do you punt and play defense? We'll find out after a long cut sequence. Well, Mahomes is sitting there with a cup of Gatorade, so it looks like they are going to punt. So, Dak Prescott will have one more shot to tie the game. Can I interest you in some overtime? Some Pro Bowl overtime. Wouldn't that be fun? .148. He's got one timeout. Dak, the legend of Dak. Can he bring him back to this win? Out route to Puka Nacua for 5 yards. They're going to need to go faster than that. Jalen Ramsey on the coverage. We can't even go no huddle faster than this? Oh! We have to have huddle shots for no huddle? Look, it says no huddle. Why do we have to have huddle shots? 124. Prescott, left side throw, knocked away. Evans, the intended receiver, Sauce, knocks it out of his hands. Prescott now 4 for 15. He has struggled. Prescott floated over the middle, incomplete. Now 4th down. Denzel Ward knocking it away. And now here's the game. The first of several, perhaps. Denzel. Okay. Give him some hearts. 4th and 5. Here is the game. Back to pass. Prescott, left side. Couldn't squeeze it into Lamb, and that's the game. AFC takes over on down. Yeah, it sure feels like it certainly has gone on that one. Today, at least. And again, the coach mode limitations are what they are. It's not perfect. It always takes too long, and they have great crappy pocket presence. And we did it for a very small amount of time on the channel. And again, the only time I ever do it now is if I have to jerk Stefanski back into being able to run again, because he just gets very pass happy in the game. NFC calls their final timeout. 1:13 here. I don't need to watch cut sequences between kneel downs. Random coach that guy is going to lose to random coach the other guy. Dak really struggled in the second half. Brock Purdy was sensational in the first half. Mahomes takes the knee. Bends the knee, as they say. Unfortunately, they're actually going to run a play on 3rd and 12. Derrick Henry will be tackled right at the line. And they do not have to snap it again. I'm not sure if they're going to be smart enough to do that, but they do not have to snap it again. But usually they freak out and try to snap it with about 3 seconds left, which is exactly what they do here. So Justin Tucker, he played an alt spread of 10. You win 52-42. Mercifully, this comes to an end. Look at that. The NFC didn't score the entire second half. Unbelievable. So this one's going to come to a close. Again, appreciate everybody being on with me here today. For the losing NFC, Brock Purdy was 24 of 30 for 268 and 5 touchdowns, all in the first half. Then Dak came in and went 4 for 17 for 74 yards and a pick. McCaffrey, 8 for 91. Swift, 4 for 25. A.J. Brown with a touchdown. Kittle with a touchdown. Puka with a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with a touchdown. Mike Evans added a touchdown as well. Defensively, Jesse Bates led them 2 sacks for Aaron Donald. The pick was for Budda Baker. Lots of sacks for the NFC. However, it didn't matter. The AFC are going to get it done. Lamar, look at this. He was 3 for 10 for 69 yards in the first half. Then Mahomes, 18 of 25 for 216 and 4 touchdowns. Moser with 91 yards and a touchdown as well. Kelsey with 3 of the touchdowns. We'll give him MVP honors today. 8 for 66 for 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase with a touchdown. 4 for 123 for the Cheetah in this one. Defensively speaking, 9 tackles for Kyle Hamilton. Sacks today for Quinn Williams, Max Crosby, Garrett, and Chris Jones. Well, friends, we got her done. Appreciate you being on with me. Yeah, that's a heck of a draft on. Garrett, Mahomes, Watt, Cooper, and Dalvin Tomlinson. Yeah, I would say you could set your franchise up for some success there. So there is a look at what we played here, again, out of exhibition mode. Well, stay tuned to the channel. When Kit and I figure out when we're going to do the Super Bowl, we will make a video and announce that to you live so that you can get on and join us. And then again, the most fun season of Nagy on Sports is the off season when we get to play pretend, build our roster, and see what our Browns might look like in 2024. So appreciate everybody being on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Today we will say go NFC or AFC, I think. One, yes. And as always, go Browns!